One of the forbidden thing in the Quran, it's greediness. The greediness is one of the bad thing which a human being can do, and that can destroy the humanity, that can destroy the human lives of the human being. The greediness is a very bad attitude, it's a very bad character, and it's also very dangerous for the humanity. So I don't know what to say greedy in Tagalog, but I'll try to learn about what is the word of greediness in Tagalog. Or parang the nearest word maybe I can say is like in Tagalog, mukhang pera. Okay, if you are mukhang pera, then you are greedy. You are very bad attitude. You have a very bad character. Never to love the money. You can earn the money and you can spend the money in the way of Allah, helping people, but don't love the money. So loving money, it's called greediness. In Arabic, it's called hirs. Hirs. In English, greediness. In Tagalog, maybe this is the nearest what I know in Tagalog, mukhang pera. Bawal mukhang pera. If you love money, then it is a very big sin in the sight of God, Allah. And all the prophets, like Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Jesus, Prophet Adam, Prophet Abraham, Prophet Noah, Prophet Moses, all the prophets, they forbidden they mention to the human being that it is forbidden to make greediness, to love money, to greedy, that I can get more and more and more. Rather, you should be content with whatever you have and not to greed. So the opposite of the greediness is contentment. Okay, contento in Tagalog, not to be greedy. That is a very sinful attitude of a human being, to be greedy. Right now, I have another viral video. Actually, two. One video is not yet viral, which is about the rich people. They grab the land of the poor people. They have a connection in the city hall, so they give money and they acquire they go to registry office, and they got the land of the people where people are living for 50 years. It is their priority. It is their right to own this land because they don't have the money to pay for the title. So they cannot get a title, then finally somebody else will influence and they give some money and they take control the title of this land. It is happening in the Philippines and it's happening in other countries. That is a video I'm sure that people are going to like it and they're going to spread it very soon. But right now the another viral video is about the hospitals. They are charging too much money. If you can save your patient in the hospital physically, you can bring your patient home safely, but you're not going to have save your bankruptcy. You're going to be bankrupt once you bring your patient and your patient being treated in the hospital, but you will go home empty. You don't have any food, any money to buy the food of your family because everything was squeezed from you. You were taken away every wealth and it was given to the hospital, to the doctors in hospital. That's very clear in the Philippines. Everybody knows how the hospital bills are. They are in hundreds of thousands, millions, and you cannot imagine how much they can charge you. Now, first of all, if you bring your patient to the hospital, in all the private hospital, you bring your patient. If you don't have the money to pay down payment, walang pasok. Okay, your patient will not be admitted to the hospital. That's a very serious thing. The Philippine government should make a law that the patient, if even he has no money, the private hospital should receive that patient and then later to talk about the money. The first thing, you save the patient. First thing, you save the human life. In the Quran, Allah said that killing one innocent human being, it's killing whole mankind, and saving the life of one human being is saving the life of all mankind. When patient come to the hospital and if they don't have money because they are poor, later they can arrange the money to pay to the hospital. But right now, the hospital should not reject the patient. If the patient will die outside the hospital, that will be the sin, the crime for the hospital, that they did not accept the patient. They refuse to treat the patient because patient have no money. I see with my own eyes, marami nang kita ko sa marami nangyari na ganito, na many patients, they're not allowed to enter. It is wrong. It is totally wrong because they are sila mahirap. They have no money, so hospital reject them to be admitted. It is very big crime. It is a very big sin. It is very ugly that the patient is going to die, and because he has no money to pay the down payment to hospital, hindi siya pasok. He is not accepted by the hospital. That's one thing. The another thing, the charges are too much. Operations are very expensive. Minor surgeries are very expensive. Minor sickness, small sickness. Maybe you have a mild pneumonia, Your bill 100,000, 200,000. You have a small sickness like a small surgery like appendix. You have to prepare 100,000, 200,000. The delivery in the most of the deliveries are not normal deliveries anymore because it becomes cesarean in the hospital because of the, and then they send you have to sign the waiver, and then people are forced to do for cesarean. The cesarean 150,000, 100,000, 200,000. The delivery is also multiplying now. Everything in the hospital is very, 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 very expensive. Even to the other countries, you compare it, the Philippines, one of the most expensive in matters of hospital. Not just the hospital bills are very expensive, the medicines are very, very expensive. Masyado mahal yung gamot. For example, I have another lecture on the Facebook, which is not just viral. We used to import the ceftriaxone vial from China before the pandemic. We sell it to 12 pesos. Benta namin 12 pesos sa distributor. And then distributor sell 13, 14. When it reaches to the hospital is going to charge 1,200 pesos. Galing sa amin as an importer, 12 pesos lang. Kahit na 24 pesos, maging double, 100%. If you sell it for 120, that is 1,000%. And if the hospital is going to sell the 12 pesos vial of ceftriaxone, the antibiotic life-saving, we sold it to the distributor, 12 pesos. When reached to the hospital, they're charging 1,200 pesos. That called 10,000%. That is not happening in any part of the world. Kahit saan sa buong mundo, walang nangyari na the hospital is going to charge that big profit. The 12 pesos from the wholesale importer, then wholesale 13, 14 pesos, maybe 15 pesos. When it reached to the hospital, I don't know how much they bought it. 12, 20 pesos, 30 pesos, but they are charging 1,200 pesos. Another example, ranitidine, that's anti-ulcer for acidity. We used to sell for 2 pesos. And then hospital are going to charge the patient 200 pesos. That's another example of 10,000%. Another example for 10,000%. We are now starting to have a mission now. This Friday, we are gathering the Muslims and Christians in Quiapo. Yung mga Muslim at mga Kristiyano dun sa Quiapo. 1,000, 1,000 tao. We will gather the usually muna mga mahirap, and we are going to give the rice, high quality jasmine rice, and we are going to give them corned beef. And we are going around, all around. If we are not going to wait for the government to solve this issue, we are going to solve ourselves. Lahat na mayaman, all the rich people, they do something. Go out, bring out your money, help to the people, because they are, not only the rice, everything is expensive. All the groceries are expensive. All kind of food are expensive. Everything is getting very expensive. The prices are double. The fruits become expensive. The vegetables become expensive. Everything is getting double price. It's very difficult for the poor people to survive. So it is a time for us to share our wealth with the poor people in the Philippines and all around the world. Lahat ng mundo. In America, the millions of people are hungry now. In Africa, the billions of people are hungry. Everywhere there is a lots of problem. So wherever we are going to help people with our wealth. This Friday, inshallah, we have a mission to 1,000 packs of rice and 2,000 corned beef. We are going to distribute to the poor people in Quiapo, the Muslim, mga Christian, all, because we are all human beings. We are all human brother. The Muslims or Christians or Hindus or Jews or Buddhists or anong lahi, all the people of the world are brothers and sisters in humanity, because all of us are children of Adam and Hawa, the Eve. Lahat tayo anak ni Adam. So we are all human brotherhood. We need to help each other, not just in the Philippines, but all around the world. Help people with your wealth, with our wealth, and with our knowledge. What I'm doing every night here, and especially on Friday, daytime, the Juma Khutbah, and then Saturday night, the longer program, I'm sharing my knowledge to save people's life. I'm sharing my knowledge that people should worship only one God. That is the greatest commandment. Not to worship the idols, and not to kill, and not to fornicate, and not to do the evil things, but do good things. Do the good things. Like example, the people are worshiping idols, masamba sa riboldo, that's very big sin. The people are killing. For example, the people are doing abortion, and then they get the medicine of abortion outside the Quiapo church. And that's a murder also. That's a killing. Abortion is a murder. People are insulting their parents. It is a very big sin. People are doing wrong to their families, to their neighbors, to their relatives, to their brothers and sisters. This is all prohibited things. People are hurting people with their words and backbiting, chismis. These all are forbidden things. We need to love and to care and not to get jealous and not to get hurt people. not to hurt people, and not to angry with people, and not to harm people with our words and with our hands.